Hello, Charles Campbell. Let me see how much lag is in this game at nighttime. Let's see how bad this is at nighttime. I know how bad it is at daytime and early evening. Whoa. Alright. The game sent me back to the backyard. Okay. Well. Gnome bomb. I wish it would stay on gnome bomb. Alright, if I can spawn in the game, that would help, I must say. Bro, who was that player I just vanquished? Gosh, your internet is disgustingly bad. You should have been dead times 50. Well, that super brain dies like he should. Oh, baloney, phony baloney. Man, get out of here with that nonsense. Thanks. If you were a healing plant, that'd be even better. But I appreciate it. Oh, I couldn't even throw it. Man. What the? Oh shoot. How that hit that? They should never. They should have never made an imp in this game. Get rid of the imp and the chomper. How does that hit that? That's I seen that a long time ago, Omar. They got those comic book people, DC and Marvel. They hire fat liberal women, and that's what you get. So it's not surprising, it's not shocking. Sunflower, can you see me? Man, it is all pea shooters. Who in the man, dude? Say weak-minded people. People with very weak minds. They get on this game, they see one pea shooter pogo jumping, and they kill him, and then they think to themselves, man, I'm gonna do that too. This goes to show you how many weak-minded people play this game. They all copy each other. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Look, I mean, Ghost Rider. I don't read comic books, but I think they're making a I want to say, I thought they were making a Ghost Rider movie. Starring somebody. Oh my gosh, dude. I could have killed 3 people as much as it took to kill that one person. Nice. It's very nice of him. Oh, let me see. Are they making a new Ghost Rider movie? No, I think so. They're probably gonna. I think they're putting a Ghost Rider in one of those Marvel movies. So it probably will suck. Yeah, it will suck. I have to imagine. Man, I tell you, it's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Really? You can't blow all 3 of them up? That's crazy. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I don't know who that scientist is, but he deserves a raise. Get the mech suits out. Man, go on with that crap. Oh my god, you lag so bad, dude. Gosh dang, 84% health, my butt. You lagging no good piece of poop. I really don't like, I really don't like too many, let's see, Marvel movies. I don't really like them too much. Let's see. I thought Iron Man 1 was decent. I thought Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1 and 3 were decent. Maybe Thor Part 1, I think, was decent. Spider-Man movies are pretty decent. A couple of the X-Men movies are decent. First Captain America, decent. Logan was good. Blade, those are good ones. Decent good ones. The evil scientist. If you guys if you guys got Netflix, you need to check out Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. What, man? You were gonna go station yourself and throw up your parrot. The only the only thing that I have ever read in my life, I will only read one thing in my life, and that is the Bible. I will never read a book or a comic, anything, nothing. There's nothing I could ever read would interest me enough to read it, except for the Bible. I would rather watch a Superman. I would rather watch a movie or a cartoon, given a choice. I know some people can read and they can visualize the world that they're reading in, whatever. My brain doesn't do that. I couldn't read something and then be in that world. Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. How lame. Now you die. Jeez. Well, it's an old expression. Try hard if you're playing video games for money. If not, then it's whatever. It would be fair to say in this game, the people who are always playing as plasma peas, scientists, chompers, it'd be fair to call them tryhards. Show me your health. Show me your health. Man, bull crap. I do own some comic books. I've got first issue of some comics. I thought I would get them since they were first issue, just in case in the future they became something. Then I got the comic where Superman dies. I also have the card collection of Superman dying. I also got a cool Wolverine comic where the cover of the comic is shredded with Wolverine's claw. So I got a few. I got a little handful of comic books. I've never read them. I've never even really gone through the pages of them. Hello. What is up, you might ask? Well, let's see. Not a whole lot. What's up with you? I am waiting for the fall weather to come because the electrical company, they're more than doubling the price since it's been a hot summer, and whenever it's a hot summer, the electrical companies like to double your rate so they can get double the money. And why the government allows them to do this, I'll never know. So I'm going to need Donald Trump to contact the electrical companies, let them know that you can no longer double charge for electricity just because it's a hot summer. But they've been doing this ever since I was a kid. If it's a hot summer and you need your air every day, guaranteed your electrical bill will be double. If it's not a hot summer, they won't touch it. They do this all the time. It's 2 a.m. and you haven't slept yet. Let's see, where do you live? Where in the world right now is it 2 a.m.? So you're in London. Are you in London? If you're in London, what? B-A-S? Bad? What? Basically, you live by London. I hope you stand with Tommy Robinson and want to get your country back. Because if not, all of the UK will become a third world Muslim failed state. And all you guys will have to leave your country. But I was happy to see 3 million went to the streets, but at the end of the day, that doesn't do anything. They got to get those people out of office. Told you, one of the leaders in the UK, he was being interviewed, and the reporter said, "You do know that bringing in all these Muslims, you will not have a country, and you have kids." The man said, "Well, I'll be dead anyway." And the reporter was flabbergasted. Wait a minute. You have kids, and you know you're doing something to destroy the country, but your reply is, "I'll be dead anyway by the time that happens." What kind of dad is that? He should have been immediately. His kids should have been taken from him immediately. They should have took his kids from him. No question about it. But the UK is being led by demon-possessed people who want to destroy the country. And you can ask, why would they want to do that? Well, always remember, the devil doesn't have to make sense. As long as destruction and terror and chaos and mayhem are there, it's great. It's like in the UK too. The UK, because in the with Muslims, it's in their culture that any woman that's not married is theirs for the taking. Age is not a number, does not matter. Well, the women in the UK, they in Sweden, all the European countries except for Poland and Russia, they're getting attacked by these Muslim men. And do you know what the UK government came up with to solve the problem, to try to help? This is real too, by the way. The UK, in response to all their women being attacked by the Muslim men, they came up with an ad. The ad was, "Wear sneakers so you can run faster." Just imagine that. Just wear sneakers so you can run away faster. That was literally what they came up with. So hopefully when it comes time to vote, hopefully somebody else will get in power. You always remember, Muslims never come to assimilate, they come to dominate. And they love nothing more than a country where no one has guns. Scientist, I wish he could have killed him sooner. So yeah, pretty much. Next time the election comes up, if the liberals continue, if the liberals win that, the best advice I could give you is to move to Poland. You don't gotta worry about that happening. You don't gotta worry about that stuff happening in Poland. How did I do that? Hungary. I don't know too much about Hungary, so I can't really speak too much about that. Tell you what's crazy is that you got a lot of people that live with their head in the sand. Oh my gosh, dude, I've seen it all. I'm not chasing a coward. Next suit. Do your due diligence. That would be really sad. It would be really, really, really sad if the UK were to fall. Italy is trying to recover because Italy they put a woman. It's a strange thing. There's not a lot of men in Europe. It's a lot of women. Like in France, it's a woman that you would want to be the leader. In Italy, they picked the woman to be the leader, and but you do what you gotta. You do what you gotta do. If it takes a woman to get it done, you do it. But it's a sad, sad situation that there's not a lot of men. But in France, they simply had her arrested, so she couldn't win. crazy little flower. And Germany's got a lot of problems too. But the Germans are weird. They're weird people. I would say, based on all the Europeans I've ever witnessed, I would say the Germans are the weirdest. They're weirdos. The way they think is weird. Man, these little weed plants are just aggressive. If that little weed flower don't get killed, I'm gonna leave. This little flower is like infinite life. He's like, I'll never die. You crazy plant bastards. You all should have been dead. Man, you see what happened in France? Dude, man, France, oh my gosh, dude. France is gone. Yeah, France has officially fallen. Any ideas about visiting Paris? Forget about it. Paris is dead. Oh my gosh, man, dude. So annoying. These chompers are so annoying. Oh my gosh, man. All right. Well, let's look at the let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Yankees will be Yankees as long as they don't go on. As long as they don't go on a losing streak, they will be in the playoffs. Let's see, you got because they'd be the. Got the let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Yankees. Less, like I said, as long as they don't go on a losing streak. But now you got the Mets need to win. The Reds need to win. Reds lost tonight, so the Mets are tied in the bottom of the 7th. The Mets need to win if they want to make the. So you got nationally, you got a battle. The Mets and Reds battling it out for the last playoff position. If I played this game, I'm gonna listen to me now. If I played this game and all I did was play Plasma P and Scientist, which these players, that's all they do, is Plasma P, Scientist, I would hope someone would be in my life to tell me what kind of loser I am, and that I could respond and become a winner. That did not even touch me. That did not even touch me. Man, oh man, oh man. I wish you could ride on the head of a Citron. Now it's going to be almost time for Halloween. Go trick-or-treating. Man, look at that lag. Your lag is insane. You should just, gosh, damn, behind this wall. That is insane. Hello, Ty. These people are just, oh my gosh. if you guys got Netflix, you need to watch Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. It's really good. Oh gosh, the people that play this game are man, I'm telling you, these people are the lamest people I ever. Man, these people are lame. Drives me crazy. Why must it be this way? How many birds are in this game? That engineer is lagging so bad, dude. He should just delete the game and try to help his family out. A lot of these people, their internet, their consoles hooked up to a payphone. They got an old payphone that they hook up their console to. Every 30 minutes they gotta put a quarter in it. You died for your community. Hello, Governor. Going all right, man. How's it going with you? Waiting for the fall weather to take effect. I'm ready to turn off the air conditioning, open up the windows, and enjoy the fall crisp air. And it's ready for some chilly weather. Chili and cornbread. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I make my chili pretty simple. Very simple chili. I get chili ready tomatoes, chili ready kidney beans, chili ready red beans, and then I get some 80-20 meat naturally. Then I get my McCormick chili seasoning. Got a little chili powder too I like to put in there. I put a little sugar in there too. Balance it out. And put some onions in there. So, yeah, nothing too much. Nothing too much. Some people put mushrooms in there. I'll put onions. I wouldn't put mushrooms. Well, if an individual cannot forgive, then he will not be forgiven. So, it's better to forgive. Hopefully he knows he's lame for doing it. Hopefully he thought about it and said, you know what, man, that was pretty lame. Sometimes we can do things, you know, and wonder how we did them. How did we do that? Yeah, I've seen it all. About time he died. What the heck? What? Oh, jeez. Behind you. Oh, they're not gonna let you up there, buddy. No. Stop it. No. Man, get out of here with that crap. The older you get, the less you should do something dumb. Oh, shoot, I didn't do that. Yeah, that's why. When, especially when you're at work, never say anything that you wouldn't want your coworkers to know, your boss, supervisor, whatever, because most likely somebody's not going to like you anymore, and then they're gonna tell on you. So it's best to only say what you would say in front of them, and only do what you would only do in front of them, and then you'll be all good. Especially with especially females, because you'll find a couple people be talking about somebody, and then they'll talk about them too, because everybody else is. And then all of a sudden they'll tell the other girl, and then it causes a lot of problems. Yeah. Let's see. Can you guys imagine if we didn't have to eat or drink, like where we could live? If you didn't have to eat or drink, you know, you could go live on a beach, go live on a mountain, you could live on a private island, you could live anywhere. Since you're not bound by food, that'd be pretty cool. What? Man, dude. Gosh dang, dude. These people must be homeless. That's all I can say. They must be homeless. You'd be on the beaches, living on the beach. I would try to get my way. I would make my way to Bali. To the beaches of Bali. That would be outstanding. Or I could even go to Hawaii. Yeah, you gotta eat, you gotta drink, you gotta poop, you gotta pee. Right now I use Brawny 3-ply paper towels, and they are really good. Get them at Walmart. Corn, man. I like sweet corn, but I really like corn casserole. Corn casserole for Thanksgiving. Dude, I don't I don't play characters based on who's the best. I just play characters that that I like. I like the Cricket All-Star, and I like the barbecue corn. Yeah, like I said, Michigan's really great for camping, some beaches, some hunting. The roads need work. Still need a lot of work on the roads. And Coney Island is trash garbage. Michigan, well, not, I don't think it's all of Michigan, but there are parts of Michigan, they are addicted to Coney Island. I've been in Michigan before, and in one town, there's like 6 Coney Islands in one town. And they'll have like 100 and something things on the menu, and that tells me that you're just opening up packages of microwave and stuff, which is what they were doing. But people like Coney Island, it's garbage, man. But what I do know, you only know what you know. If you never had really good food, you'll never know what good food tastes like. And I can tell you, because I eat good food, Coney Island is for dogs. It's dog food. But yet, there's so many of them in Michigan. They should be out of business. But Michigan has crappy food. I can tell you. But you're not going to Michigan to get food. You're going to go camping or to a beach. There are a few places in Michigan, they got a Portillo's. So that's really good. If you live somewhere in Michigan where you can get to a Portillo's in Michigan, you gotta go. Phenomenal food. Yep, Illinois. And I also spend some time in Michigan too. But I get, yeah, I've been to Ohio. When I am in Michigan, though, I get mad because I'm used to a certain level of food. And when I come to Michigan, I get mad about it because the food freaking sucks. So usually what I'll do, if I go to Michigan, I will bring some food from Illinois. Like I'll get some frozen Illuminati's pizza, get some frozen ones to bring with me, and get some any kind of food I would want. I'll get it and bring it with me. I haven't been to Ohio in a long time, though. Yeah, like I said, I would say Michigan is special for the camping and the beaches. I don't think there's too many states that could compete when it comes to the number of beaches and the number of places to camp. Well, a matter of fact, I'll have to look that up. I'm gonna look up what states are the best for beaches and camping, and I guarantee you Michigan will be in the top 3. I cannot imagine three states better than them when it comes to that. I can't imagine. I've never been to the upper. I could go to the upper, but I haven't. It's a long way. But maybe I've seen enough YouTube videos. It's like I've been there. I've seen tons of videos of way up north. I know a couple people that live up north, and I just haven't been up there. I want to go to the Bear Dunes, and that's way up there to the I would say all the way furthest northwest. Furthest northwest of Michigan is the Big Bear Dunes. Oh, I got the bomb. Yeah, the Mackinac Bridge. Yeah, I know somebody that they live in Michigan, and they take a drive on the Mackinac Bridge every year. And then they got the once a year they have the Mackinac Bridge where people walk across the bridge. Well, what is that called? What is that called? Some kind of what is it called that day when you can go to Mackinac Bridge and walk it? There's a name for that day. I just can't think of what it was called. I'm gonna go to where's that at? Where is that place at? What's that called? Shoot. What is the name of that? Frankfurt. Frankfurt has Frankfurt, Michigan. They have the biggest water park in Michigan. It's in Frankfurt. They remodeled it, made it the biggest in Michigan, and it's really nice there too. It's really cool. For sure. And also they got that Christmas place, Bronner's. I think it's Bronner's biggest Christmas place. And because everybody started moving to Florida, and so the supply and demand, everybody wanted to live in Florida, so they got to charge whatever they wanted to charge. Yeah, I knew a few people in Florida before, years ago, before liberals were destroying everything. Man, I talked to some people in Florida. They were living on the lakefront in Florida. I don't know where it was, somewhere in Florida, living on the lake, and they were paying like $500 a month for rent or something. And I'm like, where I live, or anywhere for that matter, up north, if you want to live in front of a lake up north, you will never get anything for no 500, more like 5,000. But down south is always cheapest by far. It's definitely, cost of living is infinitely cheaper down there. It's not even close. So expensive to live up north. You can go live in Mississippi. In Mississippi, $1 equals 10. Former boxer Evander Holyfield, he was the one that made me aware of how cheap it was in the South. Because Evander Holyfield, the boxer, you know, the guy who beat up Mike Tyson 2 times, and Mike Tyson bit his ear off, part of his ear. Evander Holyfield built a mansion in Atlanta for $1 million. But the $1 million mansion would have been $10 million had he built it somewhere else. And when that happened, a lot of people started to put their house down south because that's tremendous value. Especially somewhere like in Mississippi. Man, dude. Yeah, Arkansas and Mississippi are the cheapest places in the world, in this country, to live. Arkansas and Mississippi. $1 is worth $10 easy. Brett Favre has a huge home in Mississippi, and probably didn't cost him nothing to do. Probably got it for a great deal. And when it comes to getting a house, the two of the biggest things, if not, well, the two biggest things. One, no matter what, the most important thing is you have to know what is the land tax. Because there's places they'll tell you, this house is this much money, this much interest, and you'll pay this much a month. And you'll be like, great, I can afford that. Sounds wonderful. But, surprise, we have this land tax here that you're going to have to pay for this home, and that's going to cost you. So, there's places where I've seen you would be paying $20,000 in land tax, $10,000 in land tax, and your property tax. So before you ever buy a home, you better find out how much you're going to be charged for property tax, because you could be getting a good deal at a home, but the property tax could be so freaking sky high that you won't be able to afford it. And it doesn't have to be a rich place either. I've seen this at like normal communities, not even rich communities. The reason why so basically, I'll put it to you like this. If you don't want to live around a certain group of people, you're going to have to pay a property tax that is going to be in the thousands. Basically, that's what it comes down to. Do you want to live in a town where there's only certain kind of people that live there? Well, you're going to have to pay for that privilege, and it's going to cost you in your property tax. So you got to know how much that is. That's absolutely critical. Then you got to know, of course, your fixed interest rate on your mortgage. You're going to want to know about it. Before, the best time to buy a home without question was before COVID. That was when the interest rates were at its lowest. That was the golden age of buying a home. Since then, it's been the worst time to buy a home. The Fed is going to be cutting interest rates. So the Fed will be doing that. So if you don't want to, I will let you know when interest rates have reached a level that would make it reasonable to buy a home. We're going to see for how many times, we're going to see how low, they're going to go. We'll find out soon. We'll find out soon just how low they're going to go with the interest rates. How far will they go? There's doubt that it will ever reach what it did before COVID, and that's a shame. But we'll see. See how low it goes. I've spent time in Atlanta, Georgia. I was just about the only straight guy in Atlanta, Georgia. And Coca-Cola moved their factories to Mexico, and dude, it's so evil. You I don't know. I chuckle because it's like a movie. Coca-Cola went to Mexico, and they go to towns and they take all their water from them to use to make the product. But when they complain, who cares? Gosh, dude, I tell you, being a third world country sucks, man. Because companies can go there and do whatever they want to do and no one cares. Sad. Yeah, so Coke's out there in Mexico taking all their water from them. And I discovered something a couple days ago that blew my mind. Apparently, there's this thing called monk fruit. M-O-N-K fruit. And they got monk fruit sweetener. Now here's what's crazy. This monk fruit sweetener has no sugar in it. That's insane. So I guess there's something called a monk fruit, and they take that fruit and they get shavings from the fruit, and that would be the sweetener. But I never heard about this. But I'm gonna get some and try it. See how that tastes. And if it's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some lemons. And I'm going to try to make lemonade using the monk fruit. If it tastes reasonable, then companies ought to be using that to make their products. Like I told you guys, I don't drink. I do not drink. I only drink water, or if I make. Sometimes I make my own orange juice. I just take oranges and squeeze them. That's the best orange juice in the world. But if I could make lemonade without sugar and it tastes reasonable with this monk fruit, that would be really cool. Because then I was thinking, dude, I could make peanut butter cookies. Because the reason why I wouldn't eat peanut butter cookies is because it has sugar in it. But with monk fruit, it has no sugar. So I'm going to try out this monk fruit and see how that tastes. Yeah, the Ravens, like Charles Campbell's already heard me say many times, the Ravens always find a way to lose. It's in their DNA. Somebody will fumble. Somebody will drop a pass. Somebody will miss a kick. When the game is on the line, you can guarantee the Ravens will either miss a kick, fumble the ball, or drop a pass. Guaranteed. It's a guarantee. Matter of fact, if they have it in Vegas, where you could bet, if the game is close, that the Ravens will turn the ball over or drop a pass or miss a kick, put all your money on the line, because it will happen. Yeah, the Lions are a good team. But if everybody's healthy, you would have to imagine the Eagles versus the Bills. If the Eagles don't make it, then you could see the Lions versus the Bills. And the NFC, I think it's the Eagles and Lions and Nick Bosa for the 49ers, he's done for the year. So yeah, I don't really see anything else in the NFC really. In the AFC, all I can really see is the Buffalo Bills. So I would say the Ravens, but they choke all the time, so I can't put them in there. So I gotta go with the Bills. So Bills versus the Eagles, Bills versus the Lions. Those are the only outcomes I can see. Now, by some kind of miracle, the Baltimore Ravens didn't fumble the ball, drop a pass, miss a kick. But that's asking for a miracle. That's asking a lot. Then maybe the Ravens can make it to the Super Bowl. But I would go with the Bills, Eagles, number 1. Bills, Lions, number 2. But you never know with injuries either. You never know. You just never know who's going to be hurt. How many wins? I have to look at their schedule. But injuries are huge. You never know. So if you gotta say if everybody's healthy, what would it be? I'll look at the Steelers' schedule and see what it looks like. But I will say, I think the Buffalo Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year. That's what I'm thinking. Because at the end of the day, for the Lions, the bottom line is their quarterback, he throws interceptions in big games in the playoffs and stuff, so that's the only problem. The problem is him. But I think the Bills, if they're healthy, they're going to win the Super Bowl. See the Steelers, they're at home against the Vikings, the Browns. Let's see, the Packers. Man, the Steelers got a schedule. Oh my gosh. The Steelers got to play the Vikings, the Browns, the Packers, the Colts, the Chargers, the Bengals, the Bears, the Bills, the Ravens, the Lions, the Dolphins, and the Browns and the Ravens again. Dang. Man, Pittsburgh Steelers got one heck of a schedule. Yeah, I think Josh Allen's going to win a Super Bowl this year. Thing about Josh Allen is he can throw it or he can run it. Jared Goff is very limited. Jared Goff, if you protect him and you allow Jared Goff to just stand there, Jared Goff will do as good as anybody could do, just about. But if you pressure Jared Goff, if you pressure him at all, he's a horrible quarterback. So that's a problem. Where Josh Allen, like I said, you can pressure him, not pressure him, doesn't matter. How in the world I didn't kill him? I just think Josh Allen is the X factor that he's just an X factor. It'll be a big third down, and Josh Allen, he'll take off, get the first down. That's why Jared Goff can't do anything special. There's nothing he can do special. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, even Caleb Williams from my Chicago Bears, they can do things special. Like you see that Caleb Williams, that flea flicker, planted feet through the ball 67 yards, on point for the bomb. Or that throw when he was about to get sacked, he was running backwards and threw that pass. That's special. Jared Goff can never do any of those kind of things. But Josh Allen can, Caleb Williams can, Lamar Jackson can do something special. And that's what that really helps. Patrick Mahomes, that really helps. But the Eagles, that's a tough team. It's a very tough team. To beat the Eagles, you're going to have to play run defense at a very high level. If you can shut down the Eagles' run defense, their running offense, then you got a real good chance. So the Lions, they would absolutely have to shut down that running game. But it's easy said, hard to do. Yeah, I don't see the Chiefs. I don't see the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. You might make cheeseburgers on that night. The number one food sold on Super Bowl is pizza. Pizza and chicken wings. Yeah, try to order up a pizza during the Super Bowl. See how long that takes. You order a pizza on Super Bowl night, they'll say, man, this pizza ain't gonna be ready for 2 hours. And as always, we just gotta wait to see, who can be injury free. Because all it takes is one injury, and that Super Bowl favorite, all of a sudden they're not the favorite. So we will see. Yeah, I would go Bills 1, Eagles 2, Lions 3, Ravens 4. And that's, as of right now, that's where I would go. But it's all to be determined. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to get off of this game. Jamming out, guys. Have a good night.